Hi. Hello, somebody. You are here. Okay, my dear friends, where are you? Come, let's have a conversation and see what we can learn from today's live. Today's live is sponsored by me, and I would say sponsored by my book, The Rising Sun. It's on Amazon.com. And we can talk about it. In 2019, I also have this book, The Virgin Games, also on Amazon. If you come here, if you pass through, can you please put in your country or the state in which you are? I am in Massachusetts, so let's get that going. Slide. Wanna fix it? Let's go live. All right, I think we are live. I am live and kicking. Come on, friends, let's go. Let's go. I'm live now. I'm here to answer some of your questions. How I went from zero, broke, to where I am now, earning not a million yet, but in six figures. It took me just a simple thing to do. Change the mindset. Change the mindset. Is the mindset, okay? Is the mindset. Because right after law school, I was thinking, okay, I am going to be the number one attorney in the whole wide world. Like everybody will hear about me, and law school, the bills and the student loans. I had to work, and I love what I do, because if you don't like what you do, then it's going to be an issue. It's definitely going to be an issue when you know that I am just in here for the money. All right. And I've seen some of my friends, lawyers, who are really struggling. They cannot even take a break because the cases came. I'm like, told them right away, I'm like, I am not going to be doing criminal law. If you've come through, just tap, let me know who you are, where you are watching me from. I am Gifty and I am in Massachusetts. So let me know who you are, where you're watching me from. Type in a comment. I think is it Olivia that I had from yesterday? I'm not sure. I had Olivia, Ashley. Thank you so much for coming in. I am Gifty, and I want to tell you a story about how I went from New York to Massachusetts. I'm actually from Ghana, which is in West Africa. So a decade ago, I came here to go to school, the economy and all of that. On a whim, I went to the American Embassy to get a visa, but I can predicate everything on how I used to help some people who came from the US, what we call the Peace Corps, the American Peace Corps. So through that, I went for my visa. I got a visa, came in. I lived with my sister's ex-husband. So you can imagine in New York City, the Bronx, it was terrible. But one thing I learned immediately is how I have to focus on my education, get something going. However, in New York, the businesses, the income, all of the things that can make you thrive compared to what I had back home in Ghana. But trust you me, I know we are all rich. Ghana has a ton of gold, but I did not have a tiny ounce of gold. I didn't. I did not have any gold in 2010, like zero, zero, nada. But there was so much gold. People say, oh, it used to be called the Gold Coast. You can Google it. Ghana used to be called the Gold Coast. Hi. I think Olivia, is that fit? Oh my God, YouTube has to do something. I wish I could. All right, no worries. Let me see if my glasses would let me see you guys over here. I see Olivia Lala. Hi, Olivia Lala. Thank you so much for joining me live. I see at one Philip True 694. Hi, thank you for joining me live. Well, I'll go on with the story. So I have so many stories, but I'm trying to go from the beginning so you know exactly who I am. So the beginning, when I landed going to school, and actually did not go to school in New York. I came, lived in New York, but I had my school, my admission was in Indiana. So the state of Indiana is a little bit above the state of Ohio. So I went to Anderson University and I did my, you're welcome. Hi, Olivia. Thank you so much. And then I did my bachelor's in English. So life was tough. I had no scholarships. I know some people, everybody think they are very, very smart. They have scholarship, everything. No, that's not my story. I cannot lie. I had no scholarship. I had no friends. I had no, how do I put it? No grants, nothing. I took student loans. Okay. Sometimes you have to fall back on something that is tough. You have to lean on your inner strength. My mom had never been to the US. I mean, may their souls rest in peace. And my father, they were worried back at home in Ghana, like, how are you going to do it? But I realized I was a tough lady. So back home, I was like, little girl in the compound, we play around, jump around, go from house to house, doing all stupid things. But here was a reality in New York. And I think there's a music that if you can live in New York, you can live anywhere. It's tough. Are you Florida from good time? I have been to Florida several times. You know where. Wait, are you in Massachusetts or in I am currently in Massachusetts. So I used to be living in New York and I moved to, have you ever danced on the show Sultry? No, I've never danced on any show, even though I did some theater back home, but no. I went to school in Anderson. I did just English as a English language. That's my bachelor's degree in English language. And from there, I went to law school. I came here to Massachusetts. But I'm telling you how the life in New York, it's almost like where everybody should be first. It's a stepping stone. I think Boston here is good too. It gives you the grounding, it gives you the tools, it puts you into, if you are living in America, it's different. I'm talking about those who might have migrated from another country. If you're from Europe, I know United Kingdom and some of those is similar. But if you are coming from where I come from, like West Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso, those places that do not have the structures like the United States, and you land in New York. I'm talking about because I've never been to California, so I can't talk to about California or some of the places. But every state, every city in the US is kind of the same. I have been to 24 states, okay, for the past 10 years. More than 24. I think I'm about to do Vermont and Maine. So this is on the eastern part of the United States. I'm about to do Vermont and Maine. I've done everything. I've done Florida. I've been to North Carolina. I've been to New Orleans. I lived in New York. I used to work in New Jersey. I know a lot about Connecticut. Rhode Island is next to me, and I go to New Hampshire every weekend. I am in New Hampshire. So on the eastern corridor of the United States, and I went to school in Indiana. Indiana is up north to Chicago. So I know Indiana. I was there for 3 years, and I know Ohio. So when you look at how the United States is positioned, and again, I don't know the western part of the US. When you look at how the United States is positioned, every region, every corner has its own benefit. On the eastern part, which is New York part, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, I am telling you that if you start from a big city, you will survive. However, when you have everything, all your paperwork is good, your degrees, your documentation, and your house, you want to live a life, get out of New York. If you want to live a life, survive and thrive, this is my story. But I can confidently tell you, those who are still in New York, who came with me 10, 15 years ago, it's not good. The city is busy. It's almost like you are always on a hyperactive mode. Like you cannot live, you can breathe because back home in Africa, it's a relaxed neighborhood. Okay. You can walk, you can talk, you can have fun. We go to church, we sing, we dance, we sit, we talk, we eat. Life is like relaxing. New York, life is on a jet plane. It's going like this. So date and time flies by. It's the bills. You're going to be paying the bills. Everything there is expensive. Everything there is kind of, what do you need there? Unless you're a huge celebrity or you have your own business. If you have your own business, please stay in New York. Stay in the big city because that's when you can earn and make money. But if you don't have your own business and you are doing what they call hustling, my brother, it's not good for you. If you are doing hustling, it's not good for your health. You're going to get high blood pressure. The tickets, you have nowhere to park your car. Well, you have a place to park your car, but you're going to pay a very high amount. The rent is very high, cost of living very high, as you may think. But trust me, the income is low compared to Massachusetts. So cost of living is high, but income is low because the income amount that we receive here in Massachusetts, you might think that somebody in New York should receive more. No, it's less because there's so many people and there's so many migrants and there are so many low income jobs because everybody wants their business to run. So they prey on, low income. That's what they call it, low income jobs. Low income. So if you have a little bit of education or you have your skills, you have a business, you can stay there because then you go on the higher level. But if you don't have the education, you don't have the skills, you don't have your own business, can you please move up north? It's just cold. You can tell. Like now I have to bundle up. You just move. I mean, New York is also cold. It's almost the weather is the same. But why? Tell me in the comment, why would you stay in a place where everything is high and expensive? And then your income is all going towards the bills. You have nothing saved. You have no retirement. You don't have your peace of mind. It's always chaos. So much emergency, overcrowding, stress, high blood pressure. I can go on and on and on. But Olivia, if you are coming from where I came from and you want to go to New York and have fun, go to Broadway, Times Square. Everybody goes there. I used to go to Bryant Park to read. I'll go to the library. I'll sit there and read. I worked in Starbucks on First Avenue, 54th Street. I'll take from the Bronx where I lived, I'll take the number 4 train on Jerome Avenue. And that train, is metal, is overhead. You go like chukuchaka, chukuchaka, chukuch. I'll take the 4 train all the way to Manhattan. And then I will walk to the west side, go and do my job. I'll pick so many hours because the regular shift wasn't enough. I think it was, this is more than 10 years ago. It was about $16 or $15 an hour. However, we were required to receive tips. So at the end of the week, I remember my manager, her name was Monique. She was great. Monique would call all of us and then she would do the tip. Everybody get their tips. So we were living on minimum wage and tips and stress and tiredness. The apartments are not big enough. The cost of living is high. Family back home in my country will call. Everybody needs something. Somebody's sick. Somebody needs school fees because they think you are in America, in New York, and you have $1 million, but I had nothing. Overnight, I used to deliver newspapers on 138th Street. So if you're from New York, shout out. I'll go to 138th Street early morning, like 1 a.m., pick the newspapers, New York Times. Then I'll pick the, sometimes we do get the Washington Post, pick it up and deliver it. A week was $250. So in a month, it was $1,000. Flat rate, there's nothing like overtime. You have to go, pick the newspapers, I'll go deliver them straight home. So, but it's okay. It was 3 hours every day. Like sometime 1 a.m., by 5, I'm done, or 6 a.m., I'm done. Go home, take a shower, sleep, Get up in the afternoon, go to Starbucks. You have to do 2, 3 jobs. So these were the times that I had not had my degree education. At some point, I realized that you cannot use your whole body, your whole strength, your whole energy only to do what? To work and pay bills. And even my apartment was $700. Okay. It included electricity and everything, water. It was good because it was very close to the train station. I walk from Moshulu Parkway. And then if you are in the Bronx, you know Tracy Towers. From Moshulu Parkway, Tracy Towers, pick the number 4 train, go all the way downtown to 42nd Street. You know New York, but it's a place for beginners. It's good. You see everything, you hear everything, you're going to love everything. There's food, there's everything you need. It's not a place for you to have a living. I'm telling you, you just have to move out at some point. At some point. But if you have your business, you have your family, you live in a good neighborhood, why not? Why not stay in NYC? So that was the beginning story. It was a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of travel, sleepless night, chaos, congestion, too many people, mouse, all of it. Then after college, when I went to college in Indiana, then I realized that, okay, there is a different world. If you want to be rich, there is a different thing. I don't know what your financial advisor has been telling you, but I'm not your financial advisor. But there's a different way to think and grow rich. And that way is your mindset. You might think that you living in the city is better for you. That was me. I was thinking, well, everybody thinks I'm in New York City, so a city girl. No, you don't want to raise your children in a downtown city if you don't live in a penthouse. If you lived in a penthouse, one of those high towers, expensive buildings, and life is good, that's where the celebrities are. That's good. But if you are like me again, and you have nothing, you don't know your retirement, you don't know where your next meal is going to come from, and you are working every day, working every day, weekends, holidays, you want time and a half, you don't take vacations. No, it's not something that you have to continue doing. It's not sustainable. Move a little bit further north. That would be my opinion. Move a little bit further north or away, not in the center of the city, a little further away, maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour away from the city. Life is more luxurious. You have the best place to live. The neighborhoods are green and clean, perfect, large spaces. Children can play. You can earn even much more than you were making in the big city. Because when you move outside, the jobs there are kind of specific to that area. It's not like the big LLCs. So that was me. I moved. I'm like, no, 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 no. I think it was a whim, but it was something I heard on the news about the state of Massachusetts, how it is one of the top 5 states to live in. And for the past 10 years, during that part of the news, I think this is about 7 years ago, the report was that for the past 7 years, Massachusetts had been ranking high in everything, in the economy, in housing, in health, in education, like all of the pillars of living a good life was in Massachusetts. I think it was Massachusetts, Texas, and maybe Georgia. I think those were the top 3. But the report stated that for almost a decade, Massachusetts, the state, has been ranking really high in job creation, best health, best in education, best in roads, best in everything. I mean, Harvard is right here, okay? We have Harvard University, and everybody wants to go to Harvard. I know. We have MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. This is where they start every startup, all the little technological things. Massachusetts, okay? Our healthcare system, the healthcare system in Massachusetts, and I'm not just saying anything, you can Google it. You can Google Massachusetts and then Google New York and compare side by side. Just take just the economy. Take the economy of Massachusetts, take the economy of New York, compare side by side. Or take economy of Massachusetts and compare with New Jersey or Pennsylvania, or compare with Delaware, Maryland. Compare. Because this is what we call the research. When you do it yourself without people telling you, then you can go back and know, like, okay, it was said in the Bible, for the lack of knowledge. You just need the knowledge. And here in America, it doesn't hurt. You can move from one state to another state. There is nothing preventing anyone from moving, but it gets hard. Like, I don't want to move because, well, you know where your food comes from, you know where your children go to school, No, I came all the way from West Africa. So moving from one state to another in America, it's easy. It's easy because the next level in you building your wealth is being able to have the peace of mind. I call it a mental fortitude. Once you have a peace of mind, once you have settled in a place of comfort, that I know this is my coffee shop, this is my Costco, this is where I my mechanic, like everybody knows you, you get protection. Do you know that? You go to a place and you feel like you are protected because the people around, they know you. But when you live in a big city, it's almost like the people, nobody knows anybody. Everybody's like this. You know how we all have our devices or we have our books. Nobody's looking. But here, some people can stop and go like, hi, Gifty. Long time. You going to that movie? Are you going to see the play? Will you be at the theater? Like you live a life. You go to church. The pastors and the people at the church have time for you because nobody is in that rush to go here, rush to do this, rush to do that. There's heart attack. All you hear in New York is ambulance. It's ambulance. It's ambulance because people are rushing to go to wherever they want to go. So that's my little spiel. New York was great because I started a small business. It really helped me out. I had a community of people. I see David. Change your camera angle. David, you said I should change my camera angle? How do I do that? I don't know how to do that, David. I don't know how to do that. Well, today's my second time going live, David. Yesterday was a mess. You should have been on yesterday. It was a mess. I had no light. I was moving around, but today I think I've stationary it. But if I change my camera angle, I'm trying to read and where I can do that. How do you, David, can you type in the description, how do I change my camera angle? Do I have to go to my phone settings? Or do I have to? I'm using my phone. I don't have a laptop or I don't know. I only have a few subscribers. So YouTube allowed me to do it on my phone device. And if I have to change my camera angle, oops, I think I lost everybody. David, can you tell me where to go or how you said I should keep it a little far? How is that done? Or you want me to move my phone? Okay, I'll try that, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Oops. Keep it a little far. What does that mean? Okay, I have it on this device. I hope it doesn't drop off. Guys, I'm sorry. I think I have a nice gentleman here trying to help me out. But I cannot. I'm trying to push it further. But it's... Oh, man. I cannot. Okay, let me push it further away. Oh, I don't want to lose anybody. It says put the phone away. Put the phone away. Let me try one more time. Hi, David. Is David still here? Oh, I think I lost everyone. Oh, no. I'm trying to move it away. I have it on a little stand and my phone tumbled over. My phone tumbled over. Thank you, King David. I have a brother whose name is David, so thank you. I hope you join me next time when I go live, because now I can't even get back to where I was. Okay, let's see. Well, I'm learning every day. Every day I make mistakes and I learn. So maybe how I have my setup will be like, I don't have a real camera. I'm using my tiny little phone and it's sitting on this thing that we call a tripod. And the tripod is like the gorilla ones. It's wiggly. David, are you still there? Anyway, sweethearts, I just came on here to just chit chat with you and also to thank you for subscribing to my channel. Oh, David is there. It says from tomorrow, I add more. I think David is so cute. I wish YouTube would allow us to see the faces of our viewers. From tomorrow, I add 10 more views for you. David will add 10 more views. That would be fantastic. I think David is now my sweetheart. Your video is not looking. Oh, man. I was trying to adjust the camera. I pushed it away. And then my gorilla thing tumbled. I'm setting it up. If not, I'll come back tomorrow, guys. I will be back tomorrow to talk to you again, because right now I'm going to rush. I'm going to see my brothers in a different place, my location, so that I can... I apologize, David. I've done everything. It's not working well. So what I'm going to do is to end the live. And tomorrow, I think I know what you're trying to say. Your advice is from, show your face one time, please. David, King David, this is my face. I think my face is, I did a video. I was trying, look, I have a tiny little light. I don't want things to be hard for me, okay, King David? I don't want you to stress me out. It's what he's saying. You are looking very gorgeous with my hair like that. All right, thank you, David. Love you. I'm going to go. I have to go meet with my brothers, okay, so that we can have a chit chat. So I'll be back tomorrow. I think I understand what you said. Maybe I will push back, or I'll go to my study where I don't want to make it complicated. That's me. I don't want to complicate my things because I have my friend here. See my friend? But I thank you for coming. Push back, please. Like you want me to walk away? I don't know if I can. I'll push back. Your Insta. I don't have Instagram. Is that what it means by Instagram? I don't have Instagram. I don't have Facebook, but I have a TikTok, and the TikTok is what? I don't know my handle's name. My TikTok is something, Gifty something. Yes, walk around. David, now you're going to pay me $1,000 for me to get up and walk around, okay? I have to go. I think my time is up. I wanted to just come here, see you again for just half an hour, because I need to meet with some of my clients and my brothers are waiting for me. So thank you. We will have another chit chat tomorrow. I'll walk around, but if I take a step, my brothers will tell you every step I take is $1,000. You're going to be in trouble. I take 10 steps, it's $10,000, okay? And I tried to get light, because yesterday's live, I didn't look, the place looked so dark. So I have light and I have everything, but I understand what you mean. I'll push back. Please walk around, please, one time. You are so funny. I am not so funny. If I get up and I start walking back there, you are going to pay 1,000 every step. And back there will be like 50 steps. That will be 50,000. So bye, David. Thank you for coming. I wanted to do just half an hour. It's 30 minutes. So Please subscribe. And I said next week, maybe tomorrow, I'll come by, okay? Thank you. Have a great day. And all of you, Olivia and everybody who came through, I want to thank you. I think David is a king right now, King David. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow.